Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're finally back in the studio space. Oh, I'm so happy. We are finally back in my studio space. It's not as bad as I said in my other video. It's starting to get there. I'm hoping this week to put up my pictures and my canvases and stuff, so I'm really jazzed about that. And then hopefully by the end of next week, a lot of the stuff will be out of this room anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's not what this video is meant to be about. Okay, so I know in the video the other day I plan to do another ghost story video. So this is what this video is going to be. So I hope that's cool and I hope that's okay. And also guys, quick side note, please let me know if you guys don't mind these iPhone vlogs, because I know the quality is not as good as my normal camera. So if that bothers some of you, or you don't like it, maybe the sound quality or just the video quality is not as good, just let me know in the comments below if there's a problem, or you just no girl, what you doing, go back to your normal way of filming. But yeah, I just wanted to try something different out. So yeah, basically this happened really not too long ago. It happened, I'd say last week, probably last Wednesday, no, not last Wednesday, I think about oh my god, when was it? I'm so bad with time. No, scrap that, forget it guys, I'm sorry. It happened 2 weeks ago now. There we go. Basically, something happened to me and then something happened to Beth. So I'll explain what happened to me first, because what happened to Beth is just a tad bit more creepy. So, me, my mum, my dad and Beth were all up at my nan's house. So we're up there and stuff, and I went into my nan's bedroom because I think I was looking for something. So I was going in there and I was looking, and then Beth followed me in, and then my mum came in afterwards, and we were just looking for something. So everything was fine, and we were having a bit of a laugh and a joke and stuff, so that was really nice. Then my nan's bedroom door was open, and my dad was in the living room and my nan was in the living room as well. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then I was having a joke and a laugh, and I was facing this way. So I was facing, what is that? Yeah, I was facing right by the door. And we were laughing and joking and stuff, and I full on laughed and then looked to the door and there was no one there. But I kid you not guys, I swear I saw a figure of this old man, and he wasn't really elderly, but he was I don't know, he was probably in he looked like he was in his late 50s, 60s kind of. So I thought, oh, it's my dad. So I carried on laughing and looked over, was about to say something to my dad, realised, nope, it wasn't my dad. So I was like, oh, okay, that was a bit creepy. Straight away, I stopped laughing, and my mum and Beth were like, whoa, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? And then I told them, and straight away, they were like, well, my mum, Beth was really shocked. She was like, oh, okay, that's weird. But then my mum turned around and was like, don't say anything to your nan. And I was like, oh, why not? Why does it matter? Because my nan doesn't believe in stuff like that. So, she doesn't believe in, ghosts or spirits or anything. So I was like, well, knowing nan, she'd just, laugh it off or something. So I don't really think it was, a problem. But mum was, proper adamant that I do not tell nan. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was a bit weird. And then I told my dad afterwards. I told him about it when we were coming out of my nan's house, and then he was like, oh, don't tell your nan that. And I was like, well, I wasn't going to, but mum said that, and he was like, oh good, just don't tell her. And I was like, well, why not? Because she doesn't believe in stuff like that anyway, so won't she just laugh it off, or just be like, oh Sophie, you're being stupid again or some crap. So I was like, well, what's the problem? And he was like, nothing, just don't tell her. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that was a bit weird. But yeah, so that was my little story of it. But it was really weird because honestly it wasn't a shadow figure, and that's usually what I normally see in my house and stuff. but that was the first ever time. Like, my nan's been living where she lives now for like the past 3 years, so that was really creepy because I've never ever seen anything like that in her flat before, so that was super weird. And yeah, so I had no idea who it was, what it could have been. They were full on just stood at the door, just sort of like peering in and looking in at what we were doing. So maybe it was just a curious spirit, I do not know, but I'll keep you guys updated if like anything else happens at my nan's, or like if I see that man again. But yeah, like I said, like it wasn't like a shadow figure, because I could like distinctly see like he had a top on, he had like trousers on, and like, do you know what I mean, like he had features to him, and that's why I thought, oh, it's my dad. But yeah, so that was weird. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if you'd like me to, if like I see anything else or anything. So yeah, that was my story. Beth's was just a tad bit more creepy. So mine happened like 2 weeks ago, and hers happened the next night after I had my experience at Nan's, if that made any sense. So yeah, I was in my room and like I had the music on and stuff and I was just like listening to music, chilling as you do, etc, etc. And then Beth gets up and she goes to the toilet. So she goes to the toilet, and then while she's on there she hears a knock. And at this point she told me that she thought it was me, like just prattling about and like gonna scare her when she came out or something. So she was a bit like, oh, it's probably Soph prattling about, like whatever. So apparently she called my name and I didn't like answer, and she thought, oh, it's probably because of like her music and stuff, she didn't hear me. So she comes out of like the bathroom, and then she goes to wash her hands, and then we have in my bathroom, we have a cupboard, like a door, like a cupboard space. Really can't talk today. Like a cupboard space, and like we keep all like our shampoos, our conditioners, our shower gels, yada yada yada. It all gets stayed in there. And now the thing is with this cupboard door, like you open it, but it's one of them where like if you close it, it'll close like really slowly on its own. So that was open, and Beth was like, oh, okay, like that's what made the noise, because in our bathroom it's like tiled, just like tiled walls, so if something bangs off it you can easily hear it if you're in the toilet because they're both connected. So she heard the bang, saw the cupboard door open, put 2 and 2 together. Now I hadn't been in there, and she was the only person to have been in there like around that like period of time, so she knew it wasn't her. So she was like, oh, okay, like whatever. And then like she thought nothing of it really, and like went in and shut the door, washed her hands, turned the light off, came back out. Then I think she said she sort of stood there, or she went into my room and asked me about it, and she was like, did you like open the cupboard door, did you like bang or anything, were you like prattling about? And I was like, no, I've just like been here, like no, that weren't me, like whatever. And then she was like, oh, okay, like whatever. And then I think she goes back out onto the landing space or something like that, and then she like, I remember seeing her like in my door entrance in my bedroom, and I remember seeing her, and then I remember looking at her, and then she sort of like was stood there, and then she sort of did like a double take, and I was thinking, oh, okay, like what's she doing? And I thought maybe just one of the cats were like in the bathroom, and maybe she saw them walk across like the windowsill part or the sink or something, because they do that sometimes. So I thought, oh yeah, it's just that. And then she looks, and the cupboard door again is open, and it's wide open, like handle touching the wall, that's how wide open it was. And she knows for a fact she just shut it. And in that period of time, I was in my room, my dad was at work, the pets can't open a flipping cupboard, not that like stiff and heavy anyway, and my mum was downstairs. So yeah, But she did say something like, when I asked, I was really like, whoa, because that was honestly that's probably one of the coolest and best experiences, even though it didn't happen to me. That's one of the coolest things that's ever really happened in this house, so I thought that was pretty sick. But yeah, like, she said though, like, when she saw it open again and knew it could have been no one because she was the last one, she did say, like, she didn't feel scared or anything, she didn't feel worried, she just sort of went, oh okay, and then went in, shut it and came back out, and that was that. But yeah, it sucks that I couldn't have, like, experienced it with her, or it couldn't have been me that experienced it, but all the same, it was really, really cool. Bit scary, kind of a bit creepy, a lot creepy. But yeah, other than that, and that was like 2 weeks ago, other than that, there hasn't really been much going on lately. Activity in this house seems to be pretty quiet at the moment, so I don't know, I'll keep you guys updated if you like. But yeah, that was the 2 newest, like, cool ghost story encounter things. So yeah, I thought I'd let you know. But yeah guys, if you didn't mind, could you like this video if you like the iPhone vlogs? If, like, they're okay, you don't mind them, but then could you comment down below if you don't like them, or like the sound quality or the camera quality is really bad and you'd prefer me to do all my videos on my normal camera. But yeah, if you'd like more ghost stories like this one, then please also like this video. And also, another quick side note that I wanted to say, I was thinking of doing a video. Now, it's kind of like a follow me around, but then it's not because it's in my own house. But hold on, I was thinking of doing all, like, the ghost stories I've always said, like, they're in different parts of my house, and what I was thinking of doing was taking, like, the camera around with me and showing you the different spots in the house and being like, so and so happened here and so happened here, and different places in the house that I feel like the most energy, or the most spiritual connection, or the most, like, maybe the most part in my room that I get scared, not my room, in the house, that I get scared. So yeah, if you would find that a cool video, or you would like that, please don't forget to like this video as well, just so I know to do that. And yeah guys, so as always, don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to become a ghoulie just like me and become part of my ghoulish family. I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys a lot. Mwah. Bye.